Are you guys curious how much money Fire Emblem Heroes have been making? Or curious about any other gacha games like Hoyoverse games? Well, here we are with December. This looks very different than usual because the usual guy who does these lists, I think they gave up and they quit because I haven't seen them since November. Anyways, let's go through these. Do you remember this game that I said I'll try, and I still mean I'll try, and it's geared towards girls? Love in Deep Space is #1. This is crazy. This is preposterous to me. They made $57.9 million in November, and then $75.4 million in December. Oh my god. Most of that money is going to be from China, but still, that's an insane amount of money. I saw the trailer they did for November, or was it December? I think that event goes into December. Anyways, I still owe you guys a session to play and check all that stuff out. But yeah, guys beholden to girls. And was it cat guys or was it butlers? I forgot. But yeah, that clearly earned a lot of money. Number 2, Zone Zero, 20.29 million into 57.93 million. That's insane. ZZZ is a fantastic game. And I've mentioned this before, but would you believe me if I told you guys Hoyoverse makes more money than Nintendo nowadays? Which is one of the reasons why I think Nintendo is so stupid. You know they gave up on mobile games, right guys? Nintendo Mobile is essentially shut down. It's only Fire Emblem Heroes now. But why? You could literally make more money making mobile games than your actual games. But whatever, Nintendo doesn't know what they're doing. And then it's HSR and Genshin Impact. So in November, if you add all the money they made up together, they made $80+ million. But in December, if you add all the money they made up together, what is that? $150 million roughly? Insane. So yeah, Genshin Impact made $37.795 million in November 2024, and then in December 42.565. And then for Genshin Impact, it was 37.795 in November, which was their anniversary, and in December was 42.565. So you add that all together, that's massive. They make so much money nowadays. They make like multiple times of what Fire Emblem Heroes would make in a year in 1 month. It's insane. Anyways, Monster Strike, that's completely new. I actually have no idea what that's about. Oh shoot, sorry. Fate Grand Order, 16.65 million in November, and then 30.54 million in December. That's really impressive because FGO is even older than Fire Emblem Heroes. They came out 1 year earlier in Japan, and then their English launch was close to 6 months apart from a phased launch, I believe. They're not much younger than Fire Emblem Heroes. They're just as old, and the core game is even older. But this is the reason why like I bring up FGO all the time, because you cannot use the excuse that, hey, you know, we have a game that's super old, therefore it shouldn't be making money, but FGO shows you otherwise, because that's the literal definition of it. There are even older games that make way more, but anyways, Monster Strike is new. I guess I did not see much of it. 21 million in November and then 30 million in December, sure. Arknights is fairly old. I think it's anniversary, right? Is it soon, or was it? Oh my god, I'm confused. It's been a while. It's been a long time since I played Arknights, but yeah. By the way, Arknight Enfield CBT closed beta test has been out for a while as well, and that's been interesting. $37.35 million in November into 29.95 in December. Pretty big revenues. Girls Frontline 2 Exillum, 825,000 November. Don't mind that. That barely counts because GFL 2 official launch date was start of December, but for whatever reason, I think they had some early launches. Oh no, it wasn't early launches. Sorry. GFL 2 was already out in Asia, so it wasn't making a lot of money in Asia compared to what it makes globally, which is $21.65 million in December, which is a good example of why you should make a version 2 of your game. The original Girls Frontline launched 2017, just like Fire Emblem Heroes, but they're not crazy enough to never make a V2 of their game, and they did, so here they are. Infinity Nikki officially launched in December as well, and so they made $20.2 million, which is pretty impressive. I don't know how much money they'll actually make going forward, because that game seems like a meme. People really like this game, and I don't know why. I see a lot of guys talking about playing the game, and I don't know, man. I might try it. The game is all about, like, you play as this girl, it's a platformer, and you get different dresses for different powers. It's like another formula of Mario. I don't know, it's weird. At number 10, we have Naruto Mobile. I think Naruto Mobile is predominantly China. 16.5 million in November, and then 19.25 million in December. So that's your top 10. Love and Deep Space, Zone Zero, Honkai Star Rail, Genshin Impact, Fate Grand Order, Monster Strike, Arknights, Girls Frontline 2, Exillum, Infinity Nikki, and Naruto Mobile. This one's pretty impressive because Girls Frontline 2, Infinity Nikki are completely new. It's nice to see some old games up there as well, like FGO and Arknights, and Love and Deep Space still is dominant. Yeah. Oh, if you are wondering what Love and Deep Space is like, I'll be doing a stream for Love and Deep Space sometime this month. I just have to make time for it. It's a game targeted to girls. It's about a bunch of really hot guys whispering sweet nothings to you. Oh man, I wonder why we don't have like a direct equivalent for guys, because from my opinion, or in my view, Love and Deep Space doesn't really count as a game. But sure, it's more like, I don't know, man, it's more like a visual novel where a bunch of guys try to win you over. It's like a Fujoshi game. yes, it does have actual gameplay, but the core of it, the parts that generate some of the money, is clearly the guys trying to win over the girl players. Anyways, we'll go quickly through the rest. At number 11, Dragon Ball Legends made 17.7 million in December. Big money. Azure Lane, 15.5 million in December. That's a really interesting one because Azure Lane got their skins removed. A bunch of the new skins removed. So I believe December is before the removal, and it was in January when they had the removal. So that was the money they made with their skins that later on got removed. Puzzles and Dragons, 14.74 million. Beyond the World, 13.75. I don't even know what that is. We'll have to look that up sometime. Nikke, God's Victory, 30 million November, which by the way was its anniversary, and then 13 million in December. So it makes sense. After anniversary, there's always like a big drop down on revenues. Uma Musume is at 16th. I can't believe this game is still coming to the West. I think Japan's done with it. Uma Musume, I think for most of last year was top 5. It was really doing really well. But yeah, 13 mil in December. Gakuen Idol Master is 17th, 13 mil. Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, 13 mil in December. Jujutsu Kaisen Fan Parade, 11 mil. Wait, that's better than I thought. JJK came out globally, and I think it's still doing all right. Summoner Wars, 7 mil in November, 9 mil December. Summoner Wars is a good example of a successful old gacha game. This game is the oldest on this list by far, even older than Faye. Summoner Wars like 2014? Oh man, I forget. It's a really old game. It's like 10 years old now. But yeah, they still make big bucks. The Battle Cats. Okay, I thought this game was a meme, and it's still doing well. 3.8 mil in November, and then 8.2 mil in December. Yeah, Battle Cats is crazy. What the heck? That's a lot of money for a game, I thought. It was just going to be a joke. At 22nd, we have AFK Journey, 9.8 mil in November, and 7.8 mil in December. You guys might notice we still haven't found Faye, by the way. Yeah. I wonder when Nintendo would realize, hey, we should probably change directions for Fire Emblem Heroes. But I also think they're fine with us going EOS, so wouldn't make sense. Anyways, One Piece Bounty Rush is a pretty old game as well. 7.3 mil to 7.7 mil, basically the same. Heaven Burns Red, now available globally, 5 mil in November and then 7 mil in December. Heaven Burns Red, I actually play it. It's a really good game written by Jun Maeda. It plays like a PS Vita, no, not even PS Vita, PSP game. But yeah, it's a split between a visual novel and an RPG. It's really nice. A good humor. It's definitely a Jun Maeda style game. It has not taken off in the West, but I have seen some advertisements for it recently, so that's good. 7 Deadly Sins still around, 7.6 mil into 6.7 mil, sure. Wuthering Waves dropped all the way down to 26, 18.25 in November into 6.475 in December. Wuthering Waves, by the way, I want to do a big featurette about it because Wuthering Waves is the biggest scam, and I really think it's a scam of a gacha game there ever was. They basically manufactured more hype than anyone has ever done for any gacha game I've ever seen, easily. They paid for views, they paid all the content creators, they paid for all the ads. The game is clearly not that good, but when you advertise hard enough, you can get all the players in the world to give it a try. And then you know what they did with that? They sold themselves to Tencent. Yep, Wuthering Waves is now owned by Tencent. Somewhere in, I believe, end of November, December, news came out that they are officially acquired by Tencent. So now it makes sense why they did what they did, because they made themselves look way better than they actually are. And then they sell themselves at a big price tag to Tencent. What a scam. It doesn't even look like it's a real game to me. Okay, it is a real game. It has gotten way better. But like the intentions originally of the game and all that marketing trying to sell it off as like the best gacha game that's coming out in 2024, now we know why. It wasn't really to sell the game to the players, it was to sell the game to Tencent. And that's why I called it a scam. Anyways, Blue Archive, 7.2 mil into 5.495. Fair 28th is Hatsune Miku Colorful Stage, 5.1 mil in December. Memento Mori, 5 mil into 5 mil. Ensemble Stars, 4.5 mil in December. Soul Leveling Arise, 4 mil into 4 mil. That's kind of questionable because one of those months is Andre, which was one of their biggest launches. But we're going to ISO, which will also be a big launch, so I guess we'll see. One Piece Treasure Cruise, 3.2 mil to 3.4 mil. Reverse 1999, 3.65 into 3.35. The bad news about we combine is we can't see it being predominantly China-based as usual. Anyways, Epic 7, about 2 mil into 3.192. Cookie Run Kingdom. I can't believe Cookie Run Kingdom actually makes big bucks. 4 mil to 3 mil. And then we finally make it Fire Emblem Heroes, all the way at 36th. 3 mil to 3 mil. Wait a second. Brown Dust 2 makes as much money as Fire Emblem Heroes now. That's so hilariously bad. Oh god. Okay, Fire Emblem Heroes, the lowest amount of money it has ever made is 3 mil, and it's been making 3 mil every single month since Brave Heroes, I think, which is really bad. But yeah, Brownless 2 making 3 mil is a big deal because that's a game from Korea with very little marketing and very little. It's a good game, very little hype, very few content creators, but even then, it still pulled in 3 mil off the basis of man, Bunny Girls sell. Blue Lock, Honkai Impact 3rd, Light and Night. That's like another Love and Deep Space kind of game. Oh, here's Langrisser Mobile at 44th, making 2 mil. Wow, Langrisser is only like 33% less money than Fire Emblem Heroes nowadays. Holy shit, that's so impressive. Damn. Okay, wow. That's actually the big surprise for me because Langrisser Mobile should not be holding a candle to Fire Emblem Heroes, but they're actually within striking distance. Anyways, a PGR. I'm surprised PGR even like makes multiple millions of dollars considering Zunzone Zero's a thing. And then Tears of Themis, which is like Hoyoverse's version of Love and Deep Space. And then Disconnect Redive. I think it's just Japan now. Pokemon Masters EX, Path to Nowhere, and then Bang Dream Girls Band Party around your top 50. So yeah, these are your top 50 gacha games for November and December. Let me know if you guys were surprised by anything and if you have any input. But as always, Hoyoverse dominates everything. As always, Love and Deep Space continues to surprise me. Like, I get it, you know, girls would like this game, but why is it just Love and Deep Space? Like, Tears of Themis, I know I'm saying it wrong, I'm so sorry. Or Themis, or what, I don't know. I thought that game would do way better, because it's Hoyoverse, and it's their version of, like, Love and Deep Space. And even if you argue, like, they just do it better, what about Light and Dark? Sorry, Light and Night. Light and Dark. This is Pokemon Light and Dark, never mind. There are other versions of these kinds of games, but Love and Deep Space clearly does it just better than everyone else. The new games, Girls Frontline 2 and Infinity Nikki, are looking good, so it'll be interesting to see in January how they actually do. But yeah, that's your list. Give me your thoughts.